Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're at in this crypto world. My name is Cody, and I will be your host for today's episode of X Talk. We've got a great topic coming up, so if you don't mind giving this space a share, we would appreciate it. Likewise, if you have any questions on today's topic, please feel free to drop that in the comment thread below and we will get those up a little bit later. We've got a couple of speakers that we are trying to get up on stage. So once we do, we will kick this thing off. So give me 1 second and let me finish sending out these invites. And if you are supposed to be up on stage, I have sent you one as well. So just be sure to accept that. All right, those invites have been sent. So if Soul Squeeze, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, and JB as well. Looks like Julian might be having a little bit of a problem, but we will get him up on stage. But let's kick this off with those that are up. We want to welcome Pipe G. How are you?
I am alive. We are alive. I'm alive. This is Batsy, aka Wallet. I'm the founder, the boss, the Don, the Jefe, commander, and captain of the Pipe GDAO project. I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Can't complain. Let's keep going around with Soul Squeeze. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm the founder of Squeezer. I'm happy to be here today.
Awesome. We're excited to have you. And Julian, it's been a while. How are you? Is it just me or can nobody hear him?
I can't.
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you?
Okay. Doing great, doing great. Good to see you, Chloe. Good to talk to you again. Uh, it's great to be here. I'm the CEO of Pixel. We're a launchpad, free to access to the people. So I'm so excited about this topic. Thank you for having me here, guys.
Yeah, and thanks to all of our panelists for being here as well. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule. Yes, it's definitely going to be a great topic for today, something that has been on the minds of a lot of people, and definitely one that's been kind of sitting on mine, especially with meme coins that just passed the 65 billion in market cap. We've got Doge that's being influenced by market, influence the markets when Elon tweets about it. We've got new meme coins launching every day, it seems like, on the L1X DEX, and we've got tons launching almost every hour on Solana. And, critics are calling them worthless casino chips, destroying crypto's credibility. But I think supporters would argue differently, driving more and more adoption. And it seems like these meme tokens are definitely starting to take on a little bit more utility driven uh, economics within their ecosystem, which is an interesting move. So that's what we're going to dive in today to see if. if these meme coins have kind of finally matured a little bit, or if it's the buyers that are buying them, the investors that are investing in them are getting a little bit more mature, looking for those ones that actually have some longevity to them. So, my first question to our panelists to kick this thing off is if meme tokens have no utility but mass cap adoption, does this prove that narrative and community matter more than technology? Julian, go for it.
Um, well, what memes tokens bring to the world is the possibility to understand the power of community that in the past, well, it was very difficult to do. GameStop, from my point of view, was the first big movement that that have to use this GameStop stock to show to the establishment that people really matters and people can shake corporation if the corporation don't behave properly, like what it happened to Citadel and the $4 billion loss it took from GameStop movement that started with Reddit. You know, these 2 million people at the same time putting all their money on GameStop. I was one of them, and I saw how the shares go to 330 US dollar. Meme coins make all these things easier, and I believe that we should take them seriously on the point of view of the community side, not as an investment instrument, but as a tool to show how the community can implement the power, how communities can provide liquidity to whatever they want, and it doesn't matter if it has to make sense or not accordingly to these white collars executive and guys that believe that they have the powers on their hands. This is my take regarding to meme coins.
Yeah, that's a really good take. You brought up a few good points. We're going to circle back on here in just a minute, but let's shoot it over to Pipe G. Go for it.
So, yes, I think narrative and community does matter more than technology in terms of, the market, right? Because you can have strong tech and strong so-called utility, although whatever utility is in debate, especially with meme coins. I mean, it's not the first time we've had meme season. We had meme season in the last cycle, right? Safe Moon and Doge and Shiba Inu and all that kind of stuff. So it's not the first time, right? So anyway, to your question, this a guy I'm a big fan of, Roy Sutherland. He's a marketing guru, one of the top marketers in the world. Uh, he was basically saying that the market is also was on a podcast. He speaks on a lot of them. Anyway, he was saying that the market is something where you can test out ideas that otherwise would not be deemed valid, right? So you could not go to a VC or an angel investor or a private equity fund and say, "Hey, I want to launch a shitcoin called, you know, uh, shit, right? Poo," which we literally have coins called that, and we're going to build a community of degens, and we're going to list it on exchanges, and it's all going to be fun, and it's going to get to you a billion market cap. You get laughed out of the room, it would not be accepted, it would not go through, right? So what the technology does. So the technology is what actually underpins, of course, the memes. What enables us to do it. It actually enables that idea of community, of narrative to be tested in the market and see whether or not it's successful. So you've got things like Dog with Hats and Bonk and all the others. These are like multi-billion-dollar meme coins, or at least they were, during their highs. These are much more successful than most technical businesses, software companies, SaaS products, even other Web3 products, because the market says so. And it's ultimately what the market says that matters, and everything else is secondary. That's my take.
Yeah, definitely great point on, whatever the market dictates. That's definitely true. I mean, it definitely rains. Soul Squeeze, you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, well, I agree with the speakers that narratives, it's meme coins that show that narratives means a lot. And, for investors who doesn't know much about tech, they always buy narrative, even with like Bitcoin is like, they understand like this digital gold, so they buy it. It's in Ethereum, so it's also some narrative. So it's meme coins really shows the matter of that narrative comes first, and then it's go technology and the attention. It's like it's a new like another money. Like so.
Are you there? Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So my point is, I think at early stage narratives means a lot, and but with development, the later we also see maybe some evolving and uh, like like narrative and technology in combine.
perfect. Yeah, a lot of great points brought up. I would definitely agree with everybody that, definitely when it comes to the meme side, community and narrative is definitely king for getting these tokens, launched and getting a lot of hype, FOMO built around it. That's definitely for sure. But when you look at it and we pull the layers of the onion back, a lot of times these meme tokens typically only last, if they can last, about 3 months to 6 months type of thing is usually the shelf life for some of these, before they like lose a lot of their luster, lose a lot of their momentum and things like that. And so I think that you've got these ones like Monk and Shib and Doge and all these guys that are looking for uh, ways to extend their shelf life and be able to kind of go and keep that momentum going. And a lot of it relies on utility after that. And I like what Pipe G brought up, with utility being debatable. That's a great kind of question to dive into. What is these type of utilities that these meme tokens are looking into, and why do they feel it's so effective for them to thrive?
Do you want me to start on that one?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, yeah. So I would say so. Utility, I mean, people buy things emotionally first for emotional reasons, and then they rationalize it afterwards, right? So meme coins are just pure emotion. That's why there's a woman, I can't remember her name. She is the there's a character called Wendy on the show called Billions. I definitely recommend you watch it. Lots of crypto. There's some crypto stuff in there, and game theory and finance and so on. And she's a tradfi. She's a performance coach, and she coaches hedge fund traders on how to be better. Anyway, the reason I'm mentioning this is that she has now gotten into meme coins because it allows her to study the psychology in a much more pure way, right? So it's pure psychology. And if you see, so she looks at how memes are trending on X, psychologically, emotionally, and she then uses that to then make investment decisions and investment plays, right? So you don't really need a practical utility. Oh, you need our token to do this, because a utility is there has to be some utility for a token. There has to be some executable code which which results in some kind of validation, some kind of action, right? Associated with the token, right? But meme coins don't really need that. They're pure emotion, pure narrative, and that's why the top ones or some of the better ones, and even I'll give an example. I mean, Biscuit the Cat and as well as X Talk, they've outperformed all the other utilities like ours on the quantum decks, for example, because their narrative is much more powerful. Yes, Biscuit, they're coming out with a game. Um, and Mark is the founder; he's in the audience. They're coming out with, they're coming out with a game on L1X Play, and that gives it some utility, but it did not need any executable code utility to reach like a million market cap. Right, it's outperformed utility tokens like ours, and so is Xtalk in terms of X's and returns and TVLs very quickly. So I think utility, it probably has more longevity and staying power there are if there is a product which people need and use, right? But I mean, for example, you have things like Polymarket. They don't have a token. Yeah, it's like USD. It's like stable coins you use on that, right? But it's and obviously there's utility in terms of gas. I don't even think you pay gas on Polymarket because they pay it on because on Polygon, right? So even there, a strong product doesn't even really need a utility token because people want to use it because of does it actually add any value, right? So yeah, I think utility is nebulous, and if you need a token to prove utility for your product, then maybe your product is not real. So that's why, yeah, I would say narrative over utility in that regard, particularly when it comes to meme coins.
Great take. Great take. Julian, what do you have to say?
Um, meme coins need utility if they want to last longer. At the beginning, a meme coin could be like a good boost for a team of person who want to start a project, who want to start something, some raise funds somehow. However, however, um, the utility must be part of the meme coins at some point in the medium term. Meme coins function as a penny stock for crypto. It's just that penny stock are of course foreseen by SEC and all that stuff. But on the crypto side, on this world, which is a little bit different from the stock market, but it have many similarities. We consider penny stocks as meme coin on the crypto side. It means that um, you can invest, you can have a token that you trust, that it gives you some feeling, some sentiment, and this sentiment can be translated in something that it can be concrete at some point. If this doesn't happen in a period of time as a user, as an investor, of course, this meme coin is doomed to go down. So if you're a meme coin creator, if you create meme coins for the pump and dump, yeah, okay, it's okay that you don't implement any kind of utility. But if you are a person who create or a team who create meme coins because you want to support your community somehow, because this is what meme coins are for the community, you must implement utility, yes or yes.
Awesome. Soul Squeeze, what do you got?
Yeah. So yeah, it's if there's no utility, memecoin will die someday, like without. So, but if there's like memecoin with big community, so the benefit of it is already a community of people that really trust it. So there's actually big opportunities to use it. Like uh, you can say like some example like Bonk that first they started as meme coin and then they like launchpad like for in Solana ecosystem like make a real products. And I think it's like there's much more opportunities. Like it could be like used for charity or some like using it like in real world cases like to founding something to found maybe some new startups. So I think so. Yeah, my case, my point is that it will evolve, and they have a good start to build real products because they have a strong community.
Yeah, I think that's another great point to bring up, is strong teams. I think we're all in agreement that there are some utility tokens, meme tokens that do have utility from them. They do provide longevity, but in the same sense too, it's a great opportunity for proof of concept, proof of narrative, to see if people would even be willing to come in. And I think it was Julian that basically stated, it's a great way for startup capital. And I agree 100% with all the speakers and what they said. But, one thing that was brought up just recently was the team aspect. And I think that, having that clout, having that ability to, um, know who's behind a meme token, because a lot of times meme tokens aren't fully doxed in what they do, and the team isn't, and so it's kind of hard, and you're going off of speculation and things like that. But if you happen to know who's behind it, it definitely makes the adoption a lot better and does make people feel more comfortable about getting in. And so, that kind of goes on to my next question is, you know, meme tokens are probably one of the easiest and more fun ways to get people into crypto. But are they kind of attracting the wrong type of audience into crypto? Are we just looking for those that are just looking for the pumps and dumps, the shill and spins? Are they looking for, just to make that quick buck? Or are they actually bringing in long-term investors that plan on staying in crypto and leaving their money in crypto? Juan, go for it.
Um, yeah, this is part of crypto itself. Crypto is a place where everyone feel attracted. Everyone feel like they have to do something, otherwise they will be, they will lose the opportunity. They will lose the chance. And the majority of them, as you say, they they come through meme coins in different ways. Since 2021, people start joining tokens that at that moment people, the community didn't call them meme coins, just token launch, TGE, IDO, whatever the name is. And then the promise of these teams when people join the tokens, which it was, you're going to earn more money, you're going to receive the APY, the yield, this, and that. Those promises went down. So many scams happen. Many people, got this this deceive from the crypto, and they got far away from the crypto space. And this was something that hurt crypto, but also attract bad actors. So these bad actors realized that the easiest ways to scam people was through tokens. Then decentralized exchange came with security mechanisms, and they fixed it. Like honeypot mechanism, these kind of things. That it was the way to do it. And it comes the whole thing of the pump fund, which was the boom of the meme coins, and another set of millionaires and billionaires appear, and crypto started growing. It was, let's say, last year, when at the beginning of last year, when NFTs started dying, meme coins took over, and then everyone was hopping onto the train of crypto. But of course, the time passed, and people realize that they're losing more money than they are earning. So now we're in a point, we're on a stage where the community, where the crypto users, the crypto adopters want more. They are more advanced. They are more capable to understand how the market of crypto move. And the investors on meme coins are waiting more from those teams. And we know that because there are some meme coins that they still have a high cap. It means that people are holding their tokens, but they are waiting for something. And what is what they are waiting? Maybe a Elon tweet? I don't think so. They're waiting for something more. How Elon is going to use this Dogecoin on any of their, I don't know, any of their stores. As for a time, he tried to implement Doge to buy some Tesla. So people are still waiting because they know something is going to happen and they trust token and they trust the people behind the token. So I truly believe that this is a stage where we have to wait and see.
Makes great sense. Soul Squeezer, go for it.
Yeah, I agree that is the early stage. We still early in crypto, like, and it's yeah maybe a lot of people just start doing it because they want to speculate, they want to make a fast money, but it's a good way to start to uh, get into crypto, and then maybe uh, a bit later they start learning more about it. Maybe some even become the builders. So uh, like crypto is adopting is just it's still on the early stage, and the more we get into it, the less it's be about like making fast money, like, and more about some serious technology and some uh, s- strong products. So my point is that is like meme coins is good like onboarding for new users.
Perfect. That's awesome. I'm going to kind of tweak the question for Pipe G a little bit. So, we've been talking about meme coins being the first experience that a lot of people have. From my experience watching a lot of the psychology of people coming in, it's interesting because yes, meme tokens are a great way to get in, but I've seen a lot of users that get in and then start exploring different aspects of it, such as DeFi, NFTs, potentially gaming. Then they start exploring even more what the difference between custodial versus non-custodial wallets, layer ones, layer twos. What's your thoughts on that? Would you agree with me, Pipe G?
Yes, I generally do. Meme coins are a gateway drug, if you like, um, into Web3 for a lot of people, in a similar way that NFTs were a gateway drug in the last cycle. Things like NBA Top Shots, which brought a lot of non-Web3 users that were already collecting playing cards, basketball fans on the Flow blockchain, which you don't really hear about anymore, Flow. But anyway, that then exposed them to crypto wallets and self custody and all the other concepts. And I think on Real Vision, I'm a member of Real Vision. I'm a big fan. It's Raul Pal's platform, FYI. One of the guys was saying that meme coins are fungible NFTs, which is quite interesting, because the meme is an NFT, it is IP, but everyone can own a piece of that IP in a fungible and traded in a fungible way, right? Yes, there are 404s and that kind of stuff, and I think you can mix it up. I think if you have like 1155 as well, type of thing. But yeah, essentially fungible NFTs. And from that perspective, in terms of bringing more people into the ecosystem, like the actual, non-fungible NFTs, I do think meme coins definitely can play that role.
Love it. And to the other panelists, let's kind of talk about the reverse of it. To use Pipe G's point of the meme coins being the gateway drug, let's talk about some of the negative that comes with it. A lot of people come in, they don't know much about how the meme coin system works. They don't know about the rugs, the pump and dumps, all that kind of stuff. When we look at that kind of narrative there, does that cause more damage for us in the long run, or does it kind of help the cause? Julian, go for it.
Um, I believe that there is no bad publicity, just publicity itself. Yes, people uh, feel bad about it because they lose some bucks. However, they know about crypto. They know that there is a crypto technology that is able to move money from this place to another without going to all this paperwork, which is through banks. So, believe it or not, the adoption of crypto is growing very fast, even though all these scams, rug pulls, and all this stuff. That whether if it works positively or not is something that is very difficult to measure. From my point of view, I believe I believe not too much because humans, the majority of humans I met, they're cautious and they don't get all in onto a crypto scan or onto a crypto meme coins. Oh yeah, invest here and they're going to invest $10,000 at once. No, and they do at least slow and they wait and see. Um, in these newer generations, kids, teenagers, young persons, they are also very advanced. They have a lot of information on hand, and and I believe that they are thinking somehow, even the one that are not onto crypto, that blockchain will give something to them in the future. Something, for example, on the gaming side, we are on the gaming side, on the niche market of game. And I went to Gamescom in Germany, and it's very difficult to see some some crypto company there, but there are crypto companies there. And when you ask the indie developers about crypto, they look at you like either you're a scammer or they ask you, okay, what did you offer? And this is good because they know, they have their own opinion. Like we are very bad or we're very good, but they know that we are here, that we are bringing blockchain technology to the people, and this is something that play a positive role because again, there is no bad publicity, there is just publicity. So people know that we're here. They are feeling that blockchain is taking over somehow. This is my take.
It's a good take. Soul Squeezer, you want to add anything? Go for it.
Yeah, well, I agree that it brings also it's as we said, it brings it shows like the matter of narrative. It's strong community, but there's also a lot of risk, a lot of rags and all of this. But it's happening with all the new things that happen. Like so, it's meme coins is a young sphere, and it's like, and I think this it's all there's a lot about scams, a lot of scams, but it's also gives us what will make the meme coins evolve. That people start to trust the meme coins with teams uh, that's open, that new the founders that show themselves. Maybe they start like more. They don't go to the first uh, thing they see. They think it's pump, but also they become more like uh, looking for more, you know, make a lot more research on themselves. Like so, I think it what make it the meme coins more mature. So that's my point.
So, we talked about a lot of the different things around, kind of scams and rug pulls and things like that. I feel like this is the meme industry's biggest Achilles heel right now in terms of perception. But yet people still keep filing in, so that's a good sign. My question is, in order for meme coins to kind of turn the corner in terms of maturity and being able to fix that perception, what is going to have to happen in order for that to become a reality? That no longer will rug pulls be an issue. That people will feel safe putting their money into these kind of narrative, speculative type of deals. Juan, go for it.
Well, it's about the communication, the project it have with the community. It's all about that because we are human beings and we have this dream, we have this project, we raise money, and things happen, and then we just need to sit down and tell the community, hey guys, we have this setback, this CTO. Just do the code, whatever it happened, XYZ, and then you sit down and you talk to them, so the whole point of crypto is community engagement and community compromise. The community will understand. So the rock pool itself is, when you just disappear and vanish. It's like, okay, this is a rock pool. The scam it happened when you disappear. Hey, I'm gone. I changed my face or whatever it is. The thing of what the token represent a symbol, and this symbol is basically the heart of the people behind a project, behind a name. So I truly believe um, that the communication with people, the communication with your community, with in different method is the core here. Is the core, and the community will support you, will help you. We had many setbacks in our project, for example, and we have a problem with the CTO. He took one part of the code, the previous one, and then we start building with the part that we have, and the people, we talk to them, and they still there. So we develop a tool to avoid this kind of thing happen. We develop a tool to make accountable teams when they raise funds, where the launchpad can hold the funds, where the launchpad provide a vesting schedule for the developers who raise funds, where our launchpad send liquidity to the liquidity pool, so the token cannot goes down. These projects like mine and others around will make this space safer, but it won't be alone. The community is also, for example, what Layer One is doing right now, which is hosting a space, being active on X. What projects like us, like Pixpel, are doing right now, which is also the same, is part of being a legit company, and also being humans, because there are humans behind the company and we make mistakes.
No, I love that. Great points. Community is definitely going to be a driver, and communication is going to be huge. Pipe G, Soul Squeaker, anything you guys want to add to that?
Yeah. So I want to echo what JV said. Sorry, I want to echo what JV said about having a legal entity, whatever that may be. Obviously, in Web3, we lean more towards foundations for token operations and so on. I'm not giving legal advice here, of course, just sharing some understanding from my experiences. Jurisdictions like British Virgin Islands, where you don't need a digital assets license, for example, to operate a crypto entity. And then also, if they actually register the IP asset of the meme as a trademark to trademark the name, and also copyright. I mean, copyright is intrinsic anyway. As soon as but it's just if you say copy, if you say copyright this this project or whatever, and it's the copyright is owned by a legal entity of who of which there is a KYC person or persons. I think that also carries a lot of weight, and also trademarking the name, whatever the project may be, trademarking the name rather than the logo. You can do both, but you might want to change the logo. But if you say the logo is the meme, then you can also trademark the logo as well. I mean, I know this from experience. I own trademarks, I own a patent, and so on. So I think that can actually give much, that can actually professionalize the meme coin industry a lot more, because you can actually use that registered IP to actually launch other products. Like for example, what is this project called? The one that Pengu's associated with, right? There's an NFT project, and then
Pudgy, Pudgy
sorry,
Penguins. Pudgy Penguins.
that's right. Thank you. Pudgy Penguins. They now have a toy line, and on Christmas the NFT pumps because people are actually buying the toys for Christmas, right? And there are other things. Wrecked Guy. They're also part of the Real Vision crew, so-called NFT Illuminati. They have Rec Drinks now, right? They've been able to diversify the brand because it's a brand, right? And that's from the NFT. And you can do the same thing with the meme coin, but you must protect and register your IP, because if you have registered IP, that could actually 10x the value of your project or of the legal entity. And if the team want to sell the project, which is actually basically selling the smart contract, they can actually get a potentially, again, not financial or investment advice, to your own research, they can actually potentially get a higher valuation on the smart contract, the token contract, and the project as a whole, because they have registered IP assets, which are tradable, which can be traded and monetized, and other things can be done for it. So I think those kind of things, bringing more business practices into meme coins and understanding what type of business a meme coin actually is, which is an IP business, it's intellectual property. I think that could actually help a lot. And then you actually see a lot of VC serious investors coming in, and capital coming in, and yeah, that's my view on that. Sorry, I'm just cooking. Sorry.
No, you're all good. Soul Squeezer, do you have anything you want to add?
Well, I think there's gonna be more like products that help people to understand what is if there's scam project or not. Like our product is one of it's kind of working in the same direction. Like this, so the more we do, the it's harder to be to scam as the become more ways to check, like, and the reputation. I think reputation of the developers is gonna mean more. So
No, I mean, all you guys make great points on that, and I appreciate you guys again taking the time to join us. I do have one last question here. I do have another hard stop at coming up at the top of the hour, so this will be our last question, and feel free to answer, and then just kind of give a 30-second to a minute shill on your project. If you guys have not followed these panelists, I highly recommend that you do. I have spoken with them on an individual basis, and they are cooking up some good stuff. So definitely give them a follow and a look into their projects. The last question I have for you guys is, is the meme token experience a bubble that will pop, or do you feel like it's a permanent fixture within the crypto markets that we need to accept?
I'll answer that quickly because I need to continue cooking. I will say that I think there's a bit of both. I think for a technology to be validated in many cases, or an asset class, or a sector or an industry, there needs to be a bubble, right? So this is what happened with the dot-com bubble in late 90s, early 2000s. That didn't kill the web industry, didn't kill the World Wide Web. It just matured it, and I think a bubble represents an inflection point which makes which can which actually makes something mature, right? So I do think to some extent it is a bubble, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad thing. Bubbles often, are a clearing mechanism for much of the bullshit out there, and it kind of brings people back to reality, but it doesn't necessarily kill things. So a bubble, yes, but not that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. That's my view. And just to finish off, the Pipe DAO, we're an impact finance ecosystem, and we're building infrastructure for impact finance, targeting the $2.3 trillion impact finance marketplace, which is dominated by ESG funds and renewable energy funds and so on, but that's TradFi led. And we want to democratize access to impact through our patrons, GDAO patrons. These are people that in history and antiquity have funded and commissioned great public works. They could be science, technology, art, like the Medicis did with Michelangelo, which stand the test of time and really change the world. And that's all powered by a GDAO token. So I have just pinned our pre-sale onto the so-called jumbotron, as the Americans say it. I will give a little bit of alpha. There may or may not be some extra bonuses for people that buy our pre-sale and then go on to buy our private sale. There may or may not be. So check out our pre-sale. Not financial or investment advice. The link is right there. Look at the information, and yeah, ape in. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Julian, go for it.
Well, man, I don't know about the Beam token. This is a token related to which platform? You there, man?
Sorry, what was that?
The Beam token you are talking about. I want to check.
The meme token?
No, you asked about the meme market. About there is a token specifically, or you're talking about the whole meme market?
Oh, I was just referring to the whole meme market. Is it a bubble, or is it something that we need to accept?
Man, the meme market is going down badly, and it's going down because people stop trusting on it. And right now, I believe that people are looking more to NFTs, and actually, there is a race to NFTs. Um, yeah, this project Pudgy Penguins is something that really is like reviving NFTs, and I believe that meme tokens will stay there, of course, because there is a huge billion of market capitalization, a lot of liquidity there. But if the teams behind meme tokens don't use their liquidity and start doing real things instead of buying Ferraris and Porsche and going to Dubai, yeah, man, I believe this is going to end very soon. So my take to the meme market is that they arrive to show the power of community. They arrive to show that communities, through the sentiment, feelings, can move mountains. Definitely, inject billions of dollars. $10 by $10, $5 here, $1 there. It can make billions of dollars. However, this is a high responsibility, and the people who have this responsibility, they need to be accountable, and they need to do something with that money. So I believe that, yeah, it could be a bubble, that it will be part of how crypto market mature. And well, to explain about Pixel, we are launching a launchpad in different blockchains. Our launchpad is a unique launchpad that allows people to join with a little amount of Pixel tokens. And the developers, the person that create the launchpad in our platform, they have to be accountable of what they do, because people will be able to request a DAO vote, and if they are not delivering, or if they're in a rock pool, the money will go back to them. So we are fixing the big problem of crypto, which is people doing ICO, IDO, launching token in a non-responsible way. And the way to do that is through a smart contract that belongs to us. The developers receive the funds through a vesting schedule. So this is the way that we're doing, and I appreciate very much Cody and Layer One X, the support that you gave us. We have been talking a long time, and I would love to see if we can do something in the future. And I love also the spirit that you have with the quantum DEX and the quantum blockchain. Thank you very much, guys, for having me here, and also for the speaker.
Yeah, thanks for coming. It's been great to catch up and get to talk to you again. And definitely agree. It would be awesome to do something with you in the future. So let's keep in touch. Last but not least, Soul Squeezer, go for it.
Yeah, I think meme coins will stay because it's easy for everyone to launch. It's easy for everyone to buy, and it's fun, and people like to have fun and feel they're part of the tribe. So it's like feel the part of the community. So I think it will stay. Of course, it will evolve. As I said before, that I think reputation will uh, be much more, and there comes some utility, and well, and our product is like it's kind of help to like understand more, to find like what is uh, meme coins, not scam, and good way to buy, because we like scan millions of wallets, and we find the patterns and who is insiders, who is like who is top trader, and we help people to find good wallets and tokens. So I'm very positive about meme coins future, and I think there gonna be a lot of fun and new technology. And thank you for having me here today.
Yeah, do you want to give a quick shout out to your project and how people can get in contact with you?
Yeah, a project, we have a wallet analyzer, and we analyze like millions of wallets and find the top one, find the insiders who buy the tokens very early. So we help people to find the gems, not the rack one tokens. And uh, you can use a bot for, we have a freemium, so you can analyze any wallet, get detailed statistic on it. You can find what is who is top traders on any token, who is what is any information about it, who's created, and many more. You just give it a try.
Awesome, awesome. Big thank you to Soul Squeezer, Julian, and Pipe G for joining us today. We appreciate you guys. Likewise, we appreciate everybody that's tuned in on the live as well as the recorded sessions. We couldn't do these spaces without your guys' ongoing support. So if you guys want to learn about some of the projects that are out there that are building, be sure to tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our famous 10-minute pitch show where we bring projects to you guys and let the audience become the sharks and get it straight from the horse's mouth. No bias, no KOL bias or paid narratives. You get to connect directly with the project itself. So again, that's every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to have you there. And to all of our panelists, you guys are more than welcome to join on those. Just shoot me a DM and we will get you scheduled for an upcoming event. So with that being said, thanks everybody. Have a great one. We will catch you next week on our next episode of X Talks. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.